It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and I'm really excited to bring you today's beer. It's from Hooky Norton Brewery, and this is a bottle of their 12 Days original porter. This beer is coming in at 5.5% ABV in a 500 milliliter bottle. A little bit of condensation on the bottle there. I have had the beer out of the fridge now for about 40 minutes. Established in 1849, Hooky Norton Brewery in Oxfordshire in England. Oxon. Hooky Norton Oxon. Brilliant. Brilliant beer, 5.5% ABV. Oh, I say brilliant beer. What I should say is brilliant brewery. We're yet to see whether this is a brilliant beer or not, but let's find out. They're still brewed, or the beer's still brewed at J.W. Clark here is the great-great-grandson of John Harris, the founder of Hooky Norton Brewery. And he describes 12 Days. It's a strong dark brown beer, offering a dominantly malty palate with nutty overtones, giving way to a lyrical sweetness that speaks for its strength. Cheers. Now, I think this is the first time that I've ever reviewed this beer. Somebody's actually told me, because I unboxed these beers on YouTube, somebody said, no, you've done 12 Days before. It's on the channel. I don't really remember it. But at 5.5% ABV, who would? Let's get the beer out then into a glass and see what we get. Using another regional brewery from the UK's glass here. This is Dartmoor Brewery. I've been to both breweries this year. I've been to Hooky Norton and I've been to Dartmoor Brewery this year. I went up to Princetown in Devon. It's very close to the Cornish border. I always get confused whether Princetown's in Cornwall or Devon. I'm probably swearing at a few of you, aren't I? You should know, we put the jam on first, or the cream on first, or whatever. One finger slightly off white head. Good levels of carbonation. Beautiful looking beer. Beautiful, beautiful looking beer. A chestnutty, dark, deep, kind of very, very deep mahogany coloured beer. Original porter. So yeah, this is a porter beer. Porter beers, massive in beers from kind of back in the day, London. We'll talk to you about London porter in a moment. But first of all, let's get the aroma. Oh yeah. Rich, biscuity, nutty, touch of licorice. Touch of dark fruit, like a plum, peach, prune, maybe a sultana in there. A little bit of pipe tobacco smoke from the roasted malt that they've used in the beer. Yeah, it's good stuff. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, wow. Stone the crows. Stone the crows. What a fantastic beer. Carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. The mouthfeel on the beer is just creamy and rich, but at the same time it's still refreshing. I think only beer can do that. It can have a good body and be refreshing at the same time. I suppose you could say white wine, but you're not gonna get a great big mouthful of white wine anyway. Only beer where you can have a big mouthful and do you know what? This creamy and rich. but refreshing at the same time. And we haven't even touched on the flavours yet. The flavours are just fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Nutty, rich, malty. A little bit of carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth. There's a nice element of chocolate malt here that they've used, roasted malt, that just offers a little bit of, it's almost like a cow, it's almost like a cacao nib, a little bit of kind of bitter dark chocolate in there, bitter coffee, a little bit of sweet caramel. Oh, what a beer, what a beer. Really, really lovely, lovely beer. Carbonation is just about right. Just talking about the roasted malt there, that kind of dark flavours that are coming through, the chocolate, the coffee, the caramel. On top of that then, that they've added a decent amount of hops here. So you're definitely getting like Christmas, like dark fruits, like figs, plums, prunes, sultanas. Now, I went to Norton Brewery. I drove there, and I drove through a town called Burford. I've been on Rightmove, as you do. I've been on Rightmove, and I had a little look. 2-bedroom house in Burford, Oxford, United Kingdom, Oxfordshire, United Kingdom. 2-bedroom, lowest price first, as you do, being a Welshman, and I just beautiful. I found this lovely little cottage there, and you have this imagination in life, don't you? You have this imagination. Of course, you want to better yourself. You want to kind of like, you want to like. I've never been one for cars. Never really been interested in cars. I never really understood or wanted to understand the need for a beautiful car. Same with jewellery. Not really a jewellery. I'm married. Don't even wear my wedding ring. I just, anything like that. I used to have earrings. But my weakness is housing. My weakness is I just picture myself, I don't know why, in a little kind of white picketed fence, nicely trimmed garden one day, and I just see out my days, with a nice garden to look at and watch the birds eating on the bird feeder, those sorts of nice things in life. That's what kind of gets my goat going. Is that the old saying, getting your goat? I don't know. My point to this whole thing is that I drove through Burford and I loved it. As soon as I seen it, I was like, oh wow, where is it? It's like coming off the M4, landing in an alien world. It was like a beautiful alien world. It was like, whoa, Cotswold stone everywhere, middle of the Cotswolds. What do they call Burford? The entrance to the Cotswolds, don't they? But anyway, yeah. My point is, if I can imagine if I pulled up in a pub in Burford, maybe a Hook Norton pub in Burford, and at Christmas time, with a fire roaring away at Christmas, with all of that Cotswold stone everywhere, having a pint of 12 days original porter. The tiny little 2-bedroom house I was looking at in Burford was something like 400 grand. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to stay in Barry. But you know what? We can dream, can't we? We can dream. If you can't dream, what have you got? What have you got? I think, with the internet these days, you could probably like I could build put a log burner in the corner here in the back, couldn't I? Right, retrofit my little Barry house into a Cotswold cottage with a fire roaring in the corner, pointed porter on the side. Good beers will let you dream, though. They will let you dream. If you especially if you bought the beers at the brewery and you've seen how much of a beautiful place that is, and then you drink the beer and it takes you back to the towns you were driving through and the brewery that you went to, and yeah, it is beer can do that to you. It definitely can. I always imagine, especially with porters and stouts like this, roaring fire, newspaper, pipe. I don't even smoke. Pipe. I don't know. Farmer's hat on. Anyway, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for 12 days. Brilliant beer. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.